Good morning everyone. Today I am here for amines. Introduction. Amine are very important class of nitrous compound which may be regarded as derivative of ammonia in which one or more hydrogen atom have been replaced by alkyl or aryl group. For example, methylamine, dimethylamine, trimethylamines. The number of hydrogen atoms that have been replaced serve as on the basis of classification of amines as described below. Classification of amines. Amines are classified as primary, secondary or tertiary amine accordingly as 1, 2 or 3 hydrogen atom of ammonia replaced have been by alkyl or aryl group as described below. Primary amine. These are the derivative of ammonia in which one hydrogen atom of ammonia has been replaced by alkyl or aryl group. Therefore, they are characterized by the presence of ammonia group NH2 group linked to alkyl or aryl group R. If R is alkyl, the amine is called aliphatic amine. If R is aryl, amino group is attached to aromatic ring. The amine is known as aromatic or aryl amines. Amines in which the amino group is represented to an aromatic substituent alkyl group may be called R-alkyl amines. However, they are quite similar to aliphatic amines. For examples, methylamines, aniline, or benzyl amine. R-alkyl amine. Secondary amines. These are a derivative of ammonia in which two hydrogen atom of ammonia have been replaced by alkyl or aryl group. Therefore, they contain imino group NH linked to two alkyl or aryl group. If they are two alkyl or aryl group attached to nitrogen are identical, the amines is called simple. If they are two different, the amine is termed as mixed. Again, the secondary amine may be purely aliphatic or purely aromatic or mixed aliphatic aromatic depending upon the nature of two groups attached to nitrogen. For example, dimethylamine, diphenylamine, methylethylamine, and methylaniline. Tertiary amines. They are ammonia derivative in which all the three hydrogen of ammonia have been replaced by alkyl or aryl group. Therefore, they contain tertiary nitrogen attached to three alkyl or aryl group. Like secondary amines, they may be simple or mixed and purely aliphatic or aromatic or mixed aliphatic aromatic. For examples, trimethyl ammonia, dimethyl ethyl amine, and N-dimethyl aniline. Beside amines, there is another class of a compound called quaternary ammonium compound or a tertiary alkyl ammonium compound, which are closely related to ammonia. These compounds be considered to be derivative of ammonium compound in which all the four hydrogen of ammonia ion have been replaced by alkyl or aryl group. For example, tertiary methyl ammonium hydroxide, tertiary ethyl ammonium chloride, tetramethyl ammonium hydroxide or tetramethyl ammonium chloride. Structure of amine. The structure of amine and the bonding in them is similar to that of ammonia. As in the case of ammonia, the nitrogen atom of amines is in a state of sp3 hybridization, so that the hybridization orbital are directly toward the corner of a tetrahedron. The three of these orbital which contain one electron each for sigma bond with the three groups attached to nitrogen, while the fourth orbital containing a lone pair of electrons. For example, the structure of trimethylamines may be depicted as follows. Like ammonia, the actual shape of amine is pyramidal. The C and C bond angle are very close to tetrahedral angle of a 109.5 degree. The actual angle is trimethylamine being 108 degree. The angle is slightly greater than H and H angle of 107 degree in ammonia due to greater steric repulsion between methyl group as compared to hydrogen atom in ammonia. Nomenclature of amines. Aliphatic amines. Aliphatic amines are as named as followed. First, common system. In the common system, aliphatic amines are named by adding the word amines to the name of alkyl group or group present in a molecule. For example, methylamine and propylamine, dimethylamine, dimethyl and butylamine. IUPAC system. In this system, aliphatic amines, primary amines are named by removing the final E of a name of a parent alkane and adding the suffix amine. For example, methane amine and propane amine, 3-methyl 1-butane amine. The secondary and tertiary amine are named as nitrogen substituent primary amine. For example, N-methylmethanamine and dimethylmethanamine. If the secondary or tertiary amine are mixed amine, the longer chain is taken as belong to primary amine. For example, ethanamine is the parent amine, the methyl group is substituent or nitrogen. Sometime in case of complex amine or amine having other functional group of a higher priority, the compound is named by prefixing the word amino before the name of parent compound corresponding to the longest possible chain. The position of various compound along the straight chain are of a course given in accordance with the journal IUPAC rule. For example, 2-methyl 1-N-phenyl aminohexane or 2-amino 3-methyl butanoic acid. Aromatic amine. Aryl amine. The simplest aromatic amine is aniline, even though its IUPAC name is benzylamine. It is popular known as aniline. Most of the aryl amine, such that amines in which amino group is directly attached to aromatic ring, are generally named as derivative of aniline, although some of them are generally special name also. Thus we have N-methylaniline, N and dialkyl aniline, para-nitroaniline, orthotoluidine या 2-methyl aniline, para-anisidine और methoxyaniline, 2,4-trimethyl aniline, diaryl or triaryl amine. They are named in the same way as aliphatic amines, either by writing the name of aryl group followed by the word amine or as nitrogen substituent primary amine. For examples, N-phenylanine, diphenylanine or triphenylamine, N and diphenylamine. Side chain aromatic amines or aryl amines. Amines containing the amino group in the side chain are generally named by side writing the name of alkyl group and adding the word amine or as alkyl substituent amine. For example, benzylamine or 2-phenylethanamine. Salt of amines. These are the name of replacing the word amine by ammonia or replacing the word aniline by anilinium and then adding as a separate word the name of anion. For example, methyl ammonia chloride, diethyl ammonia acetate. Preparation of amine. Of several methods available for the preparation of aliphatic or aromatic amine, the important ones are discussed below. First, reduction of a nitro compound. The nitro group can be easily reduced to an ammonia group either by catalytic hydrogenation or by chemical reduction. This method is very commonly employed for the preparation of primary aromatic amine. Since aromatic nitro compounds are readily available, in recent years the method is becoming increasingly important even for preparing aliphatic amines, since aliphatic nitro compounds are now being prepared commercially by vapor phase nitration of alkene. First, catalytic hydrogenation. It is generally carried out by treating the nitro compound with molecular hydrogen in the presence of finely dividing nickel or platinum. For example, nitrobenzene in presence of hydrogen and nickel or platinum give aniline. But a serious limitation of a catalytic hydrogenation is that reducible group such as ethylenic double bond, if present in nitro compound, also get reduced. Second, chemical reduction. Chemical reduction of nitro compound is usually brought about by adding the HCl to a mixture of nitro compound and a metal such as granule, tin or iron. The amine is obtained in a form of its salt, from which the free amine is recovered by the adding of alkyne followed by steam distillation. Lithium aluminium hydride can also be employed as a reducing agent in case of aliphatic nitro compound. Note, if it is desired to reduce only one nitro group of a compound containing two or more nitro groups, the selective reduction can be achieved by using ammonium hydrogen sulfide. For example, M-dinitrobenzene in the presence of ammonium hydrogen sulfide give metanitroaniline. Second, reduction of nitrile. Aliphatic and R-alkyl primary amine can be obtained conventionally by the reduction of nitriles. The reduction may be brought about by catalytic hydrogenation or by chemical reducing agent. The chemical reducing agent may be sodium and alcohol, Mindus reagent, or lithium aluminium hydride. Q. Nitrile in the presence of hydrogen and nickel give primary amine. Nitrile themselves can be readily go from alkyl or alkyl halide by reaction with sodium or potassium cyanide. Thus, an alkyl halide can be converted into primary amine containing an additional carbon atom by first getting the nitrile from halide and then reducing the nitrile. Third, reduction of oxyamine and amide. Reduction of oxyamine obtained from aldehyde or ketone by reducing with hydroxyamine and amide give primary amine in good yield. The reduction may be brought about chemically or catalytically. Fourth, Gabriel-Thalamide reaction. This is an important method for preparation of a pure aliphatic or alkyl primary amine. Thalamide contain an immo group flanked by two carbonyl group so that the hydrogen of immo group is acidic. Therefore, phthalic amide can be easily converted into potassium salt by treating with alcohol potassium hydroxide. Potassium thalamide on heating with alkyl or R-alkyl halide form an substituent thalamide. This is hydrolyzed to yield phthalic acid and a primary amine by heating with 20% hydrochloric acid under pressure or by defusing with alkyl solution. It is also possible to get primary amine from an alkyl thalamide by treating hydrogenalysis. In fact, this method is more convenient than the acidic or basic hydrolysis of thalamide. Fifth, Hofmann-bromide reaction. When treated with bromine or chlorine in an alkyne solution, an amide form an amine containing one carbon atom less than starting amide. Mechanism. The mechanism of a reaction has been the subject of a much study as it involves a rearrangement in the structure of moles. The hypobromide ion OBr negative generated by the alkene solution of bromine or hypochlorite ion furnished by alkene solution of chlorine initiated the attack on the amide, which is followed by various other steps as summed up below. Step first involves the halogenation of amide to form an N-haloamides. Step second in the hydroxide ion abstract a hydrogen ion from N-haloamides. Third, the anion formed in step 2 undergoes loss of halide ion to give an unstable species containing an electron deficient nitrogen known as nitrene. This unstable species readily undergoes 1,2 shift of alkyl group to nitrogen to yield an isocyanide. It may be noted, however, that step 3, which involves the removal of halide ion, and the step 4, which involves the actual rearrangement of molecules structure, take place simultaneously. Finally, in step 5, the isocyanide get hydrolyzed to form an amine and carbonate ion. Evidence in favor of a mechanism. The above mechanism is strongly supported by the fact that the intermediate postulate in the step 1st, 2nd, 3rd can be actually isolated under suitable condition. These intermediate yield the expected product of a bromide degradation on further treatment. It is also to be noted that actual rearrangement in step 4 is in keeping with general pattern of 1,2 shift of a electron deficient atom. The migration of a group R along with its pair of electron to nitrogen and the transfer of electron pair from nitrogen take place simultaneously. Therefore, this migration should over with complete retrition of a configuration. This is found to be actual so that by the study of compound containing chiral carbon. It may be noted that method 1 to 5 given above can be used for the preparation of primary amine only. 6th, reductive amination of aldehyde or ketone. Many aldehyde or ketone change into primary amine on reacting with hydrogen and ammonia at temperature of about 373 Kelvin and 150 at atm pressure and in the presence of a catalyst such as nickel. The reaction is known as reductive ammonation. Mechanism. Reductive ammonation involves the formation of amines as an intermediate and proceeds through the following mechanism. Like ammonia, primary amine can also react with aldehyde or ketone to yield secondary amine. Similarly, secondary amine would react with aldehyde or ketone to furnish tertiary amine. It may be noted, however, that the possible of a further reaction between aldehyde and ketone and the amines formed in a particular case can be largely restricted by the use of suitable proportion of reactant. Note: both aliphatic and aromatic aldehyde or ketone can be subjected to reductive ammonation. Moreover, reductive ammonation of ketone give rise to amines containing secondary alkyl group, as in obvious for the example of cited above. Thus, reductive ammonation can be employed for the preparation of a large variety of different classes of amines by the proper choice of reagent and their proportion. Apart from the method of preparation of amines give above, some other methods which are also used for the preparation of amine are given below. These methods are, however, not included in the syllabus. 7th, reaction of alkyl halide with ammonia ammonolysis. Simple or substituted alkyl halide involving aryl substituted alkyl halide such as chloro benzyl chloride are converted into amines by treating with aqueous or alcohol solution of ammonia. The reaction is usually carried out either by following the reaction mixture to stand at room temperature or by heating under pressure. Hofmann method. The ammonia is a nucleophile reagent and displaces the halogen of alkyl halide to yield ultimately a mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary amine and even some quaternary ammonium salt as shown below. Mechanism. Ammonia is a strong nucleophile and attacks the alkyl halide to form primary ammonium salt. The salt further undergoes an equilibrium reaction with ammonia to give some free primary ammonia and ammonium salt. The free ammonia amines is also nucleophilic and accordingly is it to attack and alkyl halide to yield the salt of secondary amine which is in equilibrium with the free secondary amine. The reaction secondary amine in turn reaction with alkyl halide to form the salt of tertiary amine in equilibrium with the free tertiary amines. Finally, the tertiary amine also attack alkyl halide to form quaternary ammonium salt. Thus, the reaction of ammonium with alkyl halide afford a mixture of salt of a three type of ammonia together with some quaternary ammonium salt. From the mixture obtained above, free amines are liberated by addition of alkyl and they are separated from each other by fractional distillation or by chemical separation. It may be noted that first, even through ammonolysis of halide yield a mixture of product, primary amine can be obtained as a predominant product by using large excess of ammonia. Second, in place of using ammonia, if the initial reaction is brought about between alkyl halide and a large excess of primary amine, the main product formed is a secondary amine. Third, simple monolysis of alkyl halide with excess of secondary amine yield mainly tertiary amine. Limitation of reaction. Reaction of ammonia with halide suffering from some limitation as described below. First, the main disadvantage is that the reaction leads to the formation of mixture of amine as already explained. The separation the mixture into individual amine is not quite easy. B. The reaction takes place readily only with alkyl halide, aryl halide, such that halides in which the halogen is directly attached to aromatic ring are much less reactive toward nucleophilic substitution. Accordingly, they form amines only if either the reaction is carried out under drastic condition or the aromatic ring carrying a strongly electron withdrawing group such as NO2 group in ortho or para position to halogen. For examples, 2,4-dinitrochlorobenzene in the presence of CH3, NH2 and HC give N-methyl 2,4-dinitroaniline. The production of amine from alkyl halide by nucleophilic substitution is always in competition with elimination reaction. This is between the base. Ammonia can also bring about dihydrohalogenation, lead to the formation of aniline. The elimination reaction is particularly effective in case of tertiary alkyl halide. Therefore, tertiary alkyl halide are a little value in the preparation of amines. The best yield of amine are obtained by using a primary halide where substitution in the predominant reaction. 8. Aminolysis of alcohol. When a mixture of an alcohol and ammonia is heated with about 630 Kelvin in a sealed tube in the presence of copper chrominate or aluminium catalyst, a mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amine is obtained. Use the large excess of ammonia lead to the formation of primary amine as the main product. Curtius rearrangement. In this reaction, an acyl azide obtained by the reaction between an acyl halide and sodium azide is heated in an invert solvent. As a result, acyl azide elimination a molecule of nitrogen along with stimulus rearrangement to form alkyl isocyanide, which upon hydrolysis give a primary amine. Mechanism. Curtius arrangement takes place as follows. Smith rearrangement. This is modified from a Curtius rearrangement. Here, the acyl azide obtained by the reaction between carboxylic acid and hydroxylic acid in the presence of a concentrated sulfuric acid. The acyl azide is allowed to undergo further reaction in situ without HCl isolated it. 10th, reduction of an alkyl amide and an di-substituted amide. Catalyst or chemical reduction of an alkyl amide give rise to secondary amine. Similarly, reduction of an di-substituted amide with lithium aluminum hydride yield tertiary amine. 11th, hydrolysis of a para-nitroso-dialkyl aniline. A very suitable method for the preparation of a secondary amine is to carry out the hydrolysis of a para-nitroso-dialkyl aniline. Para-nitroso-dialkyl aniline is itself obtained from aniline by an dialkylation followed by the reaction with nitrous acid. 12th, decomposition of quaternary ammonium hydroxide. The best method of preparing tertiary ammonium is by decomposing quaternary ammonium hydroxide by strong heating. Quaternary ammonium hydroxide themselves are obtained by hydrolysis of quaternary ammonium salt by hydrolysis with Mohs silver oxide. Separation of primary, secondary and tertiary amine. As described above, certain methods of preparation of amine lead to the formation of mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary ammonium salt. When a mixture of amines and quaternary ammonium salt is to be separated, it is first distilled with potassium hydroxide. The quaternary ammonium salt, being non-volatile, is left behind with the mixture of amines distilled over. The mixture is then separated by following method. First, fractional distillation. This method is generally employed on a large scale. The mixture of amines is fractionally distilled by employing highly effective fractional apparatus. Second, Hofmann method. The mixture of amine is treated with the diethyl oxalate. When the primary amine formed a subsequent oxoamide, the primary amine from dialkyl oxoester and a triamine does not react. Regeneration of amines. On distilling the mixture, the tertiary amide distills over first and is collected as a distillated. The remaining mixture is cooled and filtered. When oxoamide is stirred, pass as a filter and oxoamide is left as a residue. Oxoamide and oxoamic ester are generally separated, boiled with alkyl to get back the original amines. Third, Hinsberg method. The mixture of amine is treated with para-toluene sulfonic chloride, also known as toluene chloride (THCl) or Heisenberg reagent. In earlier days, benzene sulfonic chloride was used as Hinsberg reagent in the presence of sodium hydroxide. The primary amine form monoalkyl sulfonic amide, which dissolve in sodium hydroxide with the formation of sodium salt. Secondary amine form dialkyl sulfonic amide, which is insoluble in alkyl. The tertiary amine does not react at all. Regeneration of amines. The alkyl amine obtained above in extraction with ether when the unreacted tertiary amine and sulfoamide of a secondary amine pass into ether layer, while the sodium salt of sulfonic amide of primary amines remain in aqueous layer. Chemical properties of amine. The chemical properties of amine closely resemble those of ammonia and are largely determined by the presence of a lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen atom. The important properties are discussed below. First, basic character. Like ammonia, all the classes of amines has a lone pair of an electron on the nitrogen atom. Since this pair of electron is available for being shared by other atoms which may be electron poor, amines act as base. As such, they undergo the following reactions. First, formation of hydroxide. Like ammonia, the water-soluble amines for substitution ammonium hydroxide which ionize in furnish hydrochloric ion. Naturally, the aqueous solution of amines are basic in nature. Second, formation of salt. Being basic in nature, amines react with acid to form salt called amine salt. As the amine are weaker base than hydroxide ion, these salts are readily converted back into free amines by aqueous hydroxide. The relatively basicity of amines and the effect of substituent on basicity are discussed later in section 2.11 and 2.12. Salt of amine with inorganic salt are soluble in water but insoluble in ether. These properties made use in the removal of non-basic impurities from amines. The crude amine is treated with an acid, say dilute hydrochloric acid. When the amines change into the water-soluble hydrochloric, the non-basic impurities, which are usually soluble in esters, are then removed from the aqueous acidity mixture by extraction with ethers, while the amine salt is left behind in aqueous layer. From the aqueous layer, amines is regenerated by basification. Salt of amine with organic acids such as oxalic acid, tartaric acid, picric acid are soluble in water as well as organic solvent. Therefore, they can easily obtained in a pure state by recrystallization from organic solvent. As such, they are often employed from an identification of amines. Mention must also be made of a salt known as chloroplatinates obtained by treating amines with chloroplatinic acid H2PtCl6. These salts are insoluble in water and have been used in a determination of equivalent and molecular weight of amines. Second, reaction with metal ion. Due to the ability of lone pair of electron on nitrogen, amines also act as ligand to form soluble coordinate complex with transition metal ions such as Ag positive and Cu2 positive ion. For example, silver chloride dissolved in methylamine to form a soluble complex. Similarly, ethyl amine react with copper salt to form deep blue colored complex. Third, alkylation. All classes of amine undergoes alkylation on treating with alkyl halide. The starting amine first change into amines of a next higher class which ultimately change into a quaternary ammonium halide. This process of converting an amine into quaternary ammonium salt through reaction with alkyl halide is often referred to as extinguitive alkylation. If the halide used is some methyl halide, usually methyl iodide, the process is termed executive methylation. It is obvious that in exhaustive methylation, a primary amine will take up 3 methyl group, a secondary amine will take up 2, and a tertiary amine will take up only 1 methyl group. The mechanism of the reaction involves the nucleophilic attack of amine on alkyl halide. The amine to be alkylation may be aliphatic or aromatic, but the halide is usually an alkyl halide. Fourth, conversion into amide alkylation. Primary and secondary amine react with acid chloride and acid anhydride to give an substitution amide. This reaction is referred to as alkylation of amine. In case of amine or the acid chloride or anhydride is aromatic, the reaction is generally carried out in the presence of base, such as aqueous sodium hydroxide or pyridine. It is called Schotten-Bowman reaction. Mechanism. The mechanism of reaction involves the initial addition of nucleophile nitrogen of the amine to acyl carbon. This is followed by elimination of Cl negative ion and H positive ion to form the substitution amide. Tertiary amide too can also act as nucleophile reagent in attacking the acid chloride or anhydride, but the condition compound cannot lose H positive ion to form stabilized product. Hence, no reaction takes place in the case. The process of acylation is often employed for the identification of primary and secondary amine. This is because the acyl derivative, particularly acetyl or benzoyl derivative of both primary and secondary amine, are generally crystalline compound having sharp melting point. Fifth, conversion into sulfonamide. A primary and secondary amine also react with sulfonyl chloride such as benzoyl sulfonyl chloride Hindenburg reagent and para-toluene sulfonic chloride to form substituent sulfonic amide. For example, para-toluene sulfonic chloride react with N-bromyl amine in presence of NaOH and propyl para-toluene sulfonic amide. The conversion of amide into sulfonamide form the basic of a chemical method of separating the different classes of amine from each other. It is also used for determining the classes to which given amines belong. 6. Reaction with nitrous acid. The three classes of ammonia react differently with nitrous acid, which is generally obtained in situ by the addition of a mineral acid on sodium nitrite, as illustrated below. First, primary aromatic amine react with nitrous acid in cold to yield diazonium salt. This reaction is known as diazotization. The aromatic diazonium salts are sufficiently stable in cold aqueous solution to enable them to be used an important intermediate in a specific synthetic process. Primary aliphatic amine also react with cold nitrous acid to yield diazonium salt, but aliphatic diazonium salts are unstable even in cold and decomposed as soon as they are formed to yield a complex mixture of different products. It is obvious from above that reaction with nitrous acid can be used to determine if the amine is primary, secondary or tertiary amine. In such cases, if the amine is an aliphatic or aromatic amine. 7th, carbyl amine reaction. When a primary amine is warmed with chloroform and alcohol, potash as acyl isocyanide is formed when give a very offensive smell. Since the reaction is not given by secondary and tertiary amines, it is used for distinguish primary amine from other classes of amine. Mechanism. The reaction is believed to be taken place as given below. 8th, action of a carbon disulfide. When warmed with CS2 in the presence of mercury chloride, aliphatic primary amine yield thiocyanide which smell like mustard oil. The reaction is known as Hofmann mustard oil reaction and can be used for identification of primary amines. On the other hand, when aromatic primary amine such as aniline is heated with CS2 and a solid KOH, it gives an diphenylurea which form phenyl isothiocyanide on treating with concentrated HCl. 9th, reaction with aldehyde and ketone. Primary amine react with aldehyde and ketone to give amines known as Schiff's base or anils. Schiff's base on a reduction give rise to secondary amines. Secondary amine react with aldehyde and ketone containing alpha hydrogen atom to form carbonyl amines, which are highly unstable and readily undergoes dehydration to form enamines. 10th, addition nature. Even though amines are essentially basic in nature, primary secondary amines can also behave as acid when reacted with alkyl metal or Grignard reagent. For example, tertiary amines do not undergo these reactions because they do not contain any hydrogen attached to nitrogen. 11th, oxidation. All classes of amine are readily oxidized, but the nature of a product formed depending upon the starting amine and the oxidizing agent employed. The oxidation can be brought about by occurring of oxidizing agents such as H2O2, peroxidic acid and Carnot acid. 1 degree and 2 degree aliphatic amine usually give complex mixture on oxidation, but tertiary amine are clearly oxidized to tertiary amine oxide. In case of alkyl amine, the oxidation is not confined to a mono group but also take place in a ring. For example, an aniline in presence of K2Cr2O7 and concentrated H2SO4 give benzoquinone. 12th, electrophilic aromatic substitution in aryl amines. In addition to a chemical properties, the ammono group discussed above, the ring of alkyl amine can undergo the typical electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction, which involve carbocation as intermediate. In this reaction, the NH2, NHR and NR2 group act as strongly activating and orthopara directing group. This is because the pair of unshared electron on the nitrogen of these group. Enable this group to donate electron by resonance mechanism. During electrophilic aromatic substituent of benzene itself, the carbocation intermediate formed by the attack of electrophile is a resonance hybrid of three consecutive structures as shown below. But when benzene ring containing NH2, NHR or NR2 group attached to it under undergoes electrophilic attack, the intermediate carbocation formed can have additional contributing structure. These structures, such as first and second, are formed by resonance interacting of lone pair of electron or nitrogen with the benzene. It may be seen that these structures are particularly stable since in them every atom except hydrogen has a complete octet of electron. The formation of additional contributing structure lead to the stability of intermediate carbocation and increase its age of formation. As a result, ring substitution in aromatic amines occur very rapidly and preferably at ortho and para position. It may be accompanied by even side reaction. Protection of amino group. It is sometimes necessary to decrease the speed of reaction or prevent the formation of a side product by acylation of ammonia group before introducing a substituent into the ring. The acylation ammonia group is also activating and orthopara directing but much less powerful than the free ammono group. This is due to the fact that oxygen of a carbonyl group tends to withdrawing the unshared pair of electron or nitrogen toward itself and thus make the pair less available for donation to the ring aromatic ring. As such, the ring is not strongly activated. Therefore, the protection of ammono group by acetylation can be used to control the rate of electrophilic substitution and prevent the occurrence of a side reaction. First, halogenation. Halogenation of aromatic amine proceed at a very fast rate and all the available ortho and para position get halogenated even in the absence of catalyst. Thus, aniline untreated with aqueous solution of bromine readily form 2,4-tribromoaniline. If a monohalogen derivative is desired, the ammono group is first acylated and then the ring is halogenated. After the halogenation, the parent amino group is regenerated by hydrolysis of a substituent amide to get the substituent amine. Nitration. Direct nitration of aromatic amines is not a feasible process due to the following reason. First, direct nitration results in the formation of oxidation product in the addition to the desired nitro compound. This is because nitric acid is not only a nitration agent but also an oxidizing agent, and the highly activating benzene ring can easily get oxidized. Thus, considerable amount of amine would be lost by oxidation. Second, even though amino group is orthopara directing, direct nitration result in the formation of mixture of meta-para derivative. It is believed that in the strongly acidic solution, the amines is converted into anilinium ion. In the anilinium ion, the nitrogen has no longer got an unshared electron of paired of electron but has the positive charge and as such direct a large percentage of entering group of meta position than the free amines. Acylation lower the reactivity of aromatic ring and thus prevent the formation of oxidation product. At the same time, acylation amino group lead to the formation of product having the substituent in ortho and para position only. Thus we have sulfonation. It spite of the presence of a strongly activating ammonium group, the sulfonation of aromatic amines takes place under rather drastic condition. For instance, aniline get sulfonated only when heated at 453 to 463 Kelvin for 4 to 5 hours with concentrated sulfuric acid. Para-ammonium benzene sulfonic acid, commonly called sulfonylenic acid, being the main product. This process is known as baking and taking place via the ammonium salt such that anilinium hydrogen sulfide in this case. The use of a strong reaction condition can be explained in terms of the fact that ammonia is first converted into anilinium salt. This salt contains the NH3 positive group, which is electron attracting and therefore has a deactivating influence on the ring. In this case, however, the main product may be expected to be isomer and not para. The predominant formation of para product is justified by a pointing out that sulfonation, unlike other substitution reaction, is reversible in nature. Accordingly, the formation of product is determined by the position of equilibria and not the relative rate of a formation of a different isomer. It appears that equilibrium favors the para-isomerism because it is the most stable isomerism. It is also quite possible that sulfonation of amine may involve some mechanism which is entirely different from that of the other aromatic substituent reaction. Zwitter ion structure. It may be noted that ammonium sulfonic acid such as sulfanylic acid contain both the acid and a basic group. Therefore, it would not be unexpected if their group react to form an intermolecular salt. The sulfonalic acid exists large in a form of an internal salt in which the hydrogen ion from the sulfonic acid group has been taken up by the ammonia group. This type of internal salt is known as dipolar or zwitterion. Supporting evidence: the zwitterion structure of sulfanylic acid implies the absence of amino or sulfonic group in its molecule. This is supported by its property. First, sulfanylic acid decomposes with the melting at 553 to 573 Kelvin, while benzene sulfonic acid having the free sulfonic acid group and aniline having the free ammonia group melt at 339 Kelvin and 268 Kelvin respectively. Second, sulfoanylic acid is almost insoluble in water as well as most inorganic solvent. In contrast to sulfonic acid are generally highly soluble in water while ammonia are generally soluble in organic solvent. Third, sulfoanylic acid is insoluble in aqueous mineral acid where ammonia go into solution with the formation of salt. Sulfoanylic acid, however, dissolve in aqueous being such as NaOH. This is because the strongly base hydroxide ion can attack a proton from NH3 to form the water-soluble sodium salt. Explanation of relative basicity. This basicity of a amine depend upon the availability of electron pair on nitrogen atom and the stability of substituent ammonium ion formed. As such, any factor that can increase the availability of electron pair on nitrogen or increase the stability of ammonium ion relative to the present amine will increase the basicity of amines. On the other hand, any factor that has been opposed effect will decrease the basicity. First, aliphatic amines, greater basicity of aliphatic amine as compared to ammonia. First, inductive effect, the greater basicity of aliphatic amine as compared to ammonia can be explained in terms of electron releasing inductive effect of alkyl group. Aliphatic amines contain one or more alkyl group in place of hydrogen atom of ammonia. Now an alkyl group being electron releasing increase the electron density on nitrogen and thus make the electron pair on nitrogen more available for sharing. At the same time, the electron releasing inductive effect of alkyl group decrease the position change of a substituent ammonia ion from the amine and thus increase the stability. It may be noted that due to inductive effect alone, a tertiary amine should be more basic than a secondary amine, which in turn should be more basic than primary, while secondary amines are invariably found to be stronger base than the primary amines, and the tertiary amine has been found to be weaker than secondary amine and sometimes even weaker than primary amine, as is evidence from the observed order is follows as primary, secondary, primary, tertiary, or secondary, tertiary, primary. This means that the relative basicity of primary, secondary, tertiary amines cannot be explained in terms of electronic factor alone. There are other factors, particularly solvation effect, which also play this role and explanation below. Second, solvation effect. This is another factor which strongly influences the basicity of amines in aqueous solution. The substituted ammonia ion formed by amines by taking up a proton are highly solvated in water through hydrogen bonding and are therefore strongly stabilized but the extent of solution and consequent stability depend upon the number of hydrogen atoms in substituted ammonium ion, which can form hydrogen bond as shown below. As the number of hydrogen atoms on substituent ion formed goes on decreasing in going from 1 degree to 3 degree, the extent of hydrogen bonding and the stability of ion by solvation also decrease. As such, basicity of ammonia should decrease correspondingly in order: primary, secondary, tertiary. It is therefore apparent that inductive effect and solvation effect has opposing influence on the basicity of aliphatic amines. The least stabilized of ammonia ion obtained from 3 degree is responsible for lesser basicity of each such ammonia that expected on the basis of inductive effect alone. The fact that triethyl methyl is a stronger base than ethyl amine 1 degree, while trimethylamines 3 degree is weaker than methyl amine 1 degree can be explained as follows. Ethyl group has a greater electron releasing effect than methyl group. Therefore, in case of ethylamine, the plus I effect is the 3-ethyl group in a tertiary ethylamine because of the predominating factor as compared the H bonding of ion derived from ethylene amine. As a result, triethylamine is a stronger base than ethylamine. But in case of a trimethylamine and methylamine, the greater H bonding of ion derived from primary amine dominate over plus I effect of a 3-methyl group in trimethylamine. Therefore, methylamine is a stronger base than trimethylamine. It is interesting to note that gas phase, the basicity of methylamine follow the order tertiary, secondary, primary ammonia. This is obvious due to the fact that no solution effect is involved here. Aromatic ammonia, weak base character of aromatic ammonia as compared to ammonia. To understand as why aromatic amines are weaker base than aliphatic amines or ammonia, let us have a look at the contributing structure of aniline and anilinium ions shown below. It is evident that aniline is a resonance hybrid of 5 contributing structure. In 3 of a contributing structure, the electron pair on nitrogen is shared with the aromatic ring. As a result, in the resonance hybrid structure of aniline, the electron pair on nitrogen is less available for sharing with the proton. It may be further noted that aniline is more stabilized by resonance than the aluminium ion, because aniline is a resonance hybrid of 5 contributing structure, while anilinium ion has only 2 contributing structure. Thus, aniline is a weak base than ammonia or aliphatic amines because of a lesser electron availability on nitrogen and less stability of anilinium ion relative to aniline. Mixed aliphatic, aromatic, secondary and tertiary amines. These are a slightly stronger base than purely aromatic amines. This is because due to the presence of one or more electron releasing alkyl group in their molecule, the electron pair on nitrogen of a mixed amines is relatively more available for sharing than the electron pair of purely aromatic amines. At the same time, the substituent ammonium ion obtained from mixed amines gets stabilized due to dispersal of positive charge by alkyl group, but such stabilization is not possible in case of purely aromatic amines. R-alkyl amines. It may be pointed out that the R-alkyl amines, such that amine in which the ammonia group is present in the side chain, such as benzylamine, are a stronger base than ammonia. This is because the lone pair of electron on nitrogen is not involving in the resonance with the benzene ring. At the same time, benzyl group, while may be treated as phenol substituent, methyl group has an electron releasing inductive effect so that it helps to increase the electron density on nitrogen. Effect of substituent on the basicity and of aromatic amines. The basicity of aromatic amines is greatly influenced by nature as well as position of substituent present on the benzene ring. The nature of a group determines its inductive effect and its resonance. The position of a group determines its net effect on electron density on nitrogen. It may be recalled that resonance effect or operate only at ortho and para position, not at meta position. Inductive effect operate at all the position. This enables us to explain the basicity of substituent aromatic amine as given below. First, substituent having an overall electron releasing effect such as CH3, OCH3 and NH2 tends to increase the basicity of aniline. On the other hand, substituent having an overall electron withdrawing effect such as X and NO2 tends to decrease the basicity. Explanation: the presence of electron releasing substituent on the benzene ring helps to increase the electron density on nitrogen of ammonium group, and thus the electron pair on nitrogen become more available for sharing with an acid. At the same time, electron releasing tends to disperse the positive charge on the substituent anilinium ion, thus increase its stability relative to the parent amines. It is therefore quite natural that electron releasing substituent increase the basicity of aromatic amines. Electron withdrawing substituent pull electron away from nitrogen of ammonium group so that the electron pair on nitrogen become less available for share with an acid. Moreover, electron withdrawing tends to intensify the positive charge on a substituent anilinium ion and thus decrease the stability relative to the parent amine. It is therefore not surprising that electron withdrawing substituents decrease the basicity of aromatic amines. Second, all groups, whether electron releasing or electron withdrawing, decrease the basic strength when present in ortho position. At the same time, electron withdrawing group exert maximum base weakening effect while present in ortho position. This is known as ortho effect. The cause of ortho effect is not well understood. For example, while para and meta toluidine are strong base than aniline, or orthotoluidine is weak than aniline. Some important observation, a few important observations related to the natural and position of substituent on the basicity are given below. First, electron releasing group exert greater base strengthening effect when present in para position than when present in meta position. This is clear from the following example. This is because such group increase the electron density at nitrogen to a greater extent when present at para position than when present at meta position. Second, electron withdrawing group usually exert greater base weakening effect when present in para position than when present in meta position. This is evidence from the following example. Para-aniline is more basic than meta-nitroaniline than aniline. The approximate observation can be explained as follows. Nitro group has been electron withdrawing inductive effect as well as electron withdrawing resonance effect, while the inductive effect operates at both meta and para position. The resonance effect does not operate at meta position. The net resonance is the electron density on nitrogen is reduced to greater extent by the group when present at para position because both the factors operate here than at meta position because only inductive effect operate here. Hence, para-nitroaniline is weaker base than meta-nitroaniline, while itself is weak than aniline. Third, halogens such as chlorine and bromine exert greater base weakening effect when present in meta position than when present in para position. For example, the basic strength of meta and para chloroaniline are as follows. Meta chloroaniline is more basic than para chloroaniline is more basic than aniline. To understand the above observation, it may be recalled that chloro has an electron withdrawing inductive effect and electron releasing resonance effect, but inductive effect is stronger than resonance effect. When chlorine is present in meta position, chlorine exerts only electron withdrawing inductive effect, since resonance effect does not operate at meta position. When present at para position, the electron withdrawing inductive effect of chlorine is partially neutralized by electron releasing resonance effect. In other words, electron density of nitrogen is reduced to greater extent when chlorine present at meta position than when present at para position. As a result, metachloroaniline is a weaker base than parachloroaniline, which is in turn weak than aniline. Fourth, the case of a certain group like OCH3 and OH is peculiar. This acts as base strengthening when present in para position, but the base weakening when present at meta position as shown below. Para-methoxyaniline is more basic than aniline is more basic than mera-methoxyaniline. This can be explained as follows. OCH3 has an electron withdrawing inductive effect and an electron releasing resonance effect. When such a group is present in para position, it exerts both the effect, but plus R effect is stronger than minus I effect, so that overall effect is electron releasing. As a result, para methoxyaniline is stronger base than aniline. When OCH3 group is present at meta position, it can exert only minus I effect, does not operate at meta position. This resonance effect does not operate at a meta position. This decreases the electron density on nitrogen so that meta methoxyaniline is weaker base than aniline. A comparison of influence of various group on acidity of a carboxylic acid referred to chapter 7 and basicity of ammonia shown that a substituent which increase the basicity of an amines decrease the acidity of carboxylic acid and vice versa. This is not surprising because the group which can stabilize the positive ion from by the amine by dispersal of positive charge would naturally stabilize the carboxylic acid by intensify the negative charge and vice versa. Thank you. This chapter is complete.